Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Well, if you were able to join me yesterday, you would have seen me make my little notebook or sketchbook, and we used some of the papers and some of the dies. Now today, we're only going to use 2 elements from this box, because what I wanted to do today was show you how beautifully and effortlessly you can use elements from one kit to use with whatever else you've got in your stash. So for example, today's project is a perfect example, because today we're going to make a pop-up card, and you might be thinking, oh yes, I'd love to do that, but I haven't got anything to make a pop-up and I don't feel confident enough to do it freehand. So today, if you've got this box and you love making pop-up cards, we're going to solve that problem right now. So let's just pop the box to one side, and we have used that. Oh, there it is. It's under the box. That's why I couldn't find it. We use that to make the banner die to make our pop-up element, and that's going to go like that. And I used that way to make our slits. So let me show you what I've done. We're going to make this card from scratch, but it's not going to take hours. It's only going to take a matter of minutes. So today we're going big, guys. We're going to make an A5 card. So this is just A5 card. It's an A4 card, I beg your pardon. A piece of A4 300 GSM card, and all I did was I folded it in half and pressed it down like that. I didn't even score it. I just folded it until the 2 corners met, or 4 corners met, till it was lined up. And then once I was happy with where the corners fitted, I just pressed it down. And I made a mat, which was also A5. And I'll show you what I've done. I cut it from the same type of card, and I've put foam tape on all the way around, missing out that bit, because this is the bit I want it that way round, and this is the bit I cut that through there like that, and this is where your pop-up bit's going to be, and this is what I used to cut the pop-out element. So what we do, we start from the front, if you're going to do it like this, because we want this bit. Oops, I can't put this bit down because it's got sticky stuff on the back. This is where we're going to add our pop-up element. So we need to start from the front, push the top end of your tab through the front like that. Sorry, I went off camera there. I'll show you again. So we push it over through the front, turn it over. Now this is very sticky because I've taken all the backing tape off to save time, and we just push that through there like that. Now do that first before you attach it to your card base, because if you put it on first, you might, if you put this on there before threading that through, you might not get it in. You might, but you might not. So this is where we're going to start putting this card together. So I want it there, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So we're going to lay that down, line it up with the bottom and the top edge of our card base, and push it down. Now this paper is a blue marble paper, but to me it looked like the ocean with all the bubbles and the bits and pieces in it, and I got that from the works, and I will link that. They still got it in, well they did the other day anyway, so I will double check to make sure they've still got it in stock. I'm pretty sure they have, and I will link it, and I will add a link to PAPERCRAFT Society if you're interested in that. So that is our card. Now I'll show you what we're using, and if you want to know the images we're using, I'm using this I just cut, which was the same width as that, and I cut this about 2.5, I didn't measure it, but it's about 2.5 inches. So what I did, I just measured it, because this is our little pop-up set. He's going to be a little seahorse, and this is from the latest edition. Or is it the latest edition? Has there been another one? But anyway, this came from the oceanography set of creative stamping. So I used that, and I used the shells and the crabs, and the rest of it I just painted with my alcohol markers. And I worked out where I wanted my pop-up element to stop, because that little bit on the banner is your stopper. It will stop it for you automatically, so you don't have to worry about adding a stop. And then I decided, I laid that there, put my pop-up element onto it, and then decided where I wanted it to go. So I'm going to put that up to its highest point to begin with. Or shall we? Actually, no, let's do it the other way around. Crafter's prerogative. I've changed my mind. No. So we're going to put our little pop-up element on first. I'm going to use this gorgeous little seahorse. And all my colouring I've done with alcohol markers. So I'm just going to stick... Oh, that's... Why has that lifted? Okay. Maybe I was a bit impatient with the glue, so I'll just put a bit of tape on there. I'm using red runner tape. And just a reminder, the red runner tape, I haven't said this for a while, so for anyone who's either forgotten or hasn't heard me say this, if you get this is the stick it red runner tape, and the red runner tape is permanent. It's a bit like the red liner tape, so once it's stuck down and it's set, it won't come off. So do make sure you get it in the right place the first time. And what I'm going to do is just wipe off any excess tape, because I don't want that sticking to that bit once we put it down. So that's going there, just wiping off any excess tape. So that will slide up and down quite nicely. So again, I'm going to put it at its highest position. I've got foam tape, which I've already taken the backing tape off. We're going to turn that over, line it up and put it down. And that should, she says hopefully, slide up and down really nicely. You might just have to, if you've done what I've done and put a crab right in the wrong place, which is probably not the most sensible thing to do, you might just have to bend it up a bit. So at its lowest position, he will be hiding down there among the coral and the crabs and the seaweed and the shells, and then when you pull him up, he'll rise up above the coral. Isn't that cool? And then he will go down. You might need, if you've done what I've done, you might need to put 2 layers of foam tape, but we won't bother about that now. And just to finish off this little project, again from the Creative Stamping, I have stamped one of the most beautiful sentiments I think I've ever seen. The voice of the sea speaks to the soul. And I have used the teal paper from the box kit from PAPERCRAFT Society box 57. And I've just got some double-sided tape on there, which I'm just going to very quickly take the backing tape off. And I think, let's just have him up a minute. I think we'll put that about there. As long as it's not in the way of our pop-up mechanism, you can put it where you like. So the voice of the sea speaks to the soul. And all I'm going to do is just, if you do find that you need a bit of room, or extra room, put your fingers in there, or put a ruler in there. I'd find my fingers are the best. And just lift it. So all I'm doing, I'm putting my fingers and I'm lifting it towards me, just to give it a bit of an extra pocket. So that will go down really nicely. So he's hiding behind there. You can just see his head poking up. And then when you pull that, up he comes. Isn't that fun? So there we go, guys. Today, I'll leave him sort of half up, shall I? So there today is our second project. And I've forgotten where we got to. Yeah, second project. And we have made a super big card, an A5 card, and we've made a pop-up card. And we've used just 2 of the elements from this set and a little bit of the card, and we're using it today to complement the bits and pieces we've already got in our stash. So you don't just have to use these fabulous boxes on their own, you can use them in combination with anything else, well, more or less anything else you've got in your stash. So building these kits up will give you an endless supply of anything, just about anything you need. So there you go, guys, there is our pop-up card. Let's see him go up and down just one more time. There he goes, lowest. And the foam tape at the bottom stops it going any further, so he won't disappear out the bottom. And coming up like that, that little stop will stop him from slipping out. So it couldn't be simpler. So there he is, down we go, and up he comes. I think that's great. Do you know what? I could sit there and play with that all day, but I promise I won't. So there we are. That's it for today. There is our number 2 project, and we've made an A5 card with a pop-up element using the banner die and the slot die. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and thank you to those who subscribed. If you've enjoyed this video and you're not yet a subscriber, I'd really love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. It's totally free, and if you've enjoyed this video, do hit the like button, the thumbs up button. If you've got any questions or comments, add them below. I'll be happy to answer any questions, and I read and reply to every single one. So there we go, there's our project for today, our pop-up card, using elements from Papercraft Society box 57. So I will leave that with you for today, and I'll see you in my next video. And until then, thank you so much for watching. Take care everybody, have fun, and happy crafting. Bye bye for now.